as you all know, my speech is about self-image. But what is a self-image? Self-image is the way you think people see you. It is answers to questions as, am I skinny or am I fat? Am I pretty or am I ugly? Am I smart or am I stupid? It is not only about the way you look, it's also about the skills and capabilities you have. To summarize it all in one question would be, what do you believe people think about you? That is your self-image. The answer of that question is the self-image you have. Self-image is built through, people actually they have two opinions about how self-image is built. Some says that self-image is built through an event. You go through an event and then after you come out of it, whether it's a good outcome or a bad outcome, that's how you see yourself. There's another opinion though that says that through your self-image, you interact with the world around you. Personally, I believe that both opinions are true. Sometimes an event can actually lead you into thinking something about yourself. And on the other hand, some other times, there are times when the way you think of something makes you do it. Like if you're thinking that you're going to do a bad job at a report, you're probably going to do a bad job. Not because you're bad, just because you think you're bad. That is the self-image. But it might come as a surprise to all of you that most people have a blurred self-image. The self-image people think about them is not probably true. Like some person can on the surface have it all, money, looks, wit, but he still or she still thinks that no, I'm not that good a person, I suck or I'm not a good person. And on the other hand, a person who on the surface looks like his life is not working out at all, and then you find him that he's thinking, oh my god, I'm awesome. It happens. I actually have a friend who's like that. She's very pretty, she has money, she has style, she has grace, and then she does not think that at all. She goes around putting a lot of makeup, and when you ask her why, she goes like, you don't want to see me without my makeup. I look hideous without my makeup. And then if you gave her a compliment about something she's wearing, all she says is, oh my god, you really like it? Oh, you think it's good? It's good? You think it's good? Okay, that's good. And she'll be repeating it for like 10 or 15 seconds, and you go on repeating to her, yes, it's good, yes, honey, it looks nice, honey, you look nice. That is, she has a very poor self-image. That's her problem. So it's very important to have an accurate self-image. It's just not important to have a positive or negative self-image. It's important for that self-image to be realistic. You have to make sure that you see yourself as you are. Because if you go around thinking that you are a better person than you actually are, you're not going to try to make yourself better. You're not going to try to give yourself personal growth. On the other hand, if you think yourself that you're worse than you are, you're going to go on acting your life in a bad way. You're going to start thinking yourself a little person. So it's important to make sure that your self-image is accurate, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Self-image, you have to make sure that you don't criticize yourself so much and that people around you, even if they do criticize you, you have to be aware that although you did that badly, you have other good things. Poor self-image can actually lead to anxiety or panic. So it's important not to let that get to us, because people around you, some people are mean, some people are insensitive, and some people like to belittle you and insult you. So you shouldn't let that happen to you. You shouldn't expect yourself to be perfect at everything, because no one is. We are humans. We are not. We expect ourselves to have perfect hair, perfect clothes, perfect teeth, perfect attitude, perfect talking, which isn't happen. And it's not going to happen because we're simple humans. We make mistakes. You have to give yourself that space where you actually mess up and it's alright. You have to make sure that you have a positive self-image to yourself. And even if you don't, you have to work on having a positive image. There's something that's called the inner voice. That inner voice is the voice inside you that criticizes you, that judges you. And that voice, we all have it. And we all have a very hard time not listening to it. It's very hard not to listen to that inner voice. So what we would better do is not ignore it. We just have to change the way that inner voice speaks to us. Instead of telling us, you did very badly, or those people are going to hate me, that you can teach your inner voice to say, okay, those people might not like me that much, but that's not important, because I did the best job I could. That is changing the way you look. It's to know if you have a poor or positive image, you have to imagine or expect what your reaction is going to be to a certain situation. Like if you woke up in the morning, you looked out of the window and so it's a beautiful day and you have tons of chores outside of the house. What are you going to think? Are you going to think, you lazy slob, get out of bed and start moving? Or are you going to think, oh my God, it's a nice day, I'm so excited to go out and start moving and doing things. That's the difference between a poor self-image and a positive self-image. So, to sum it all up, you have to change. You are the one who's responsible for your life. You are the one who can make your life good or bad by having yourself a positive self-image. Thank you very much.